Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I did. Um, so welcome back to Sad John Blunt Marathon Madness. I'm your host, Johnson McGing. So let's get into it. Today is also National Superhero Day, so I thought, why not do Season 5, Episode 10, hashtag Savage Superhero today. So this episode is in 8th grade. It is in the lockdown. Um, and I don't know if it's an earning day today or what, but it is a Monday episode, right? I think it might be. It's Wednesday. So this is a Monday episode too. So it is an earning day. So the first thing he does is he eats breakfast. And then mom and Luke come downstairs. They chit chat. Um, and then Hunter says that he's going to be a superhero today for fun. So why not? So he has a cape in his room, so he puts his cape on um, and is nice and tie dye, and he's going to be a savage superhero today. So uh, because he's super and he's a savage, so and yeah, and he is on top of the world, and he's the world leader, so he is a savage superhero. So but he does his work today, but he just wants to dress up in something fun, change it up. So the first thing he does is English arts for Miss Hendricks, and then he does his reading assignment for Miss Warnock, and then they take a break. And then Mom, Hunter, and Luke, he's still dressed up like a superhero. They go to um, the park and pick up the lunches, and then they go back home. They eat lunch, and Luke and Hunter do activity. They pretend to be superheroes, which is fun. And then after that, Hunter then does his science assignment for Miss Fairchild. And then he calls Erica with the superhero shirt on. The cape on. He shows Erica the cape, and then she says, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." Um, and they chit chat about their weekend. They chit chat about life. And then they work on pre-algebra assignment for Miss Carnell. They get it's stressful, but he gets through it because he's a savage superhero. And then they chit chat, and then the FaceTime call is over, and then he does. Then him and mom work on the choir ed puzzle. It's kind of stressful, but they get through it because they're super, and mom's a superhero, and she helps him get through it. So, and then um, and Hunter does geography assignment for Mr. Wildwood, and that is, I think, the last thing that he does to do. So that's good. And then he does an activity with Mom and Luke, and then Hunter ends the day and flies outside. Pretends to fly out of the day, and that is it. He calls it a day, and that is it for this episode of Savage John Bot Marathon Madness. I hope um, have a marvelous Monday evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow, Tuesday. So God bless and protect each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. Welcome back to this episode of Sajan Block Marathon Madness. Today we're going to discuss season 10, episode 17. Let's get to it. Um, so this one's 11th grade, so he gets breakfast, he gets on the Hartman bus, he gets to Hartman. Today is like a Tuesday or Thursday, like a Tuesday. So today Hunter is Mr. Hunter today. Today is early childhood education, the preschool program today. So they start out, they prepare for the day, and then the parents get there with the kiddos, And we start our day. The first thing we do is our morning centers. So art, music, story time, dramatic play, blocks motives, and so on and so forth. So they enjoy doing the centers, and then we have morning meeting that we do every day. So we talk about, we do our calendar, we do our months of the year song, days of the week song, and then we put the month on, the day on, and the year on, and the day of the week on our calendar board, and then we do our weather wrap. Well, first we do our welcome song, like always. I forgot before anything, and then we do our weather wrap. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather, everyone? And it is a nice spring day. It's like April time, so it's nice enough so whoever the weather kiddo is goes outside and sees the weather, and it's probably like sunny or partly sunny or cloudy and nice. So then they go back in and report it to their friends what the weather is, and then we put it on the board. And then we talk about the theme of the week since it's the beginning of the week, number of the week, letter of the week, color of the week, like always. Um, and we're winding down the preschool year because it ends like in early May before Hartman ends. So we probably are running out of letters, so we're probably just doing like all the letters at this point, by the way. So we probably ran out of numbers because we only go until 10 or something, or 100, I don't know. But we're basically like the last week, like the last full, like the week before the last week, before the preschool graduation, which is the last week, duh. Which I'll discuss next week episode of Marathon Madness. But we'll get there when we get there. Um, so after morning meeting, we have our music lesson. And you'll see clips of what song we did. We do some song, we do motion, and then we have story time. The kiddos, we go to the Nook and the teacher reads the story, and then we have our alphabet lesson, which is the basics, which they're get really good at this point of the year, at the end of the year, as they should. For the most part, they know all the letters at this point. They know all most of their sounds of the letters, which is good. They made good progress throughout the whole year, which is always good to see for our students, for our kiddos. And then we have snack time. We do our snack song, which they're really good at this point in the year. And then we have our snack, whatever that may have been, crackers or something. It's either a goldfish or crackers with a fruit, or it might just be fruit. But sometimes it might be cookies or something. I don't know. It just depends on the day and depends on the theme. But it was probably fruit and like crackers and like orange juice or apple juice or water. That's always what it kind of tended to be, but we enjoy it. Um, and then we have physical activity, so they do some type of activity, like a game or something like that. And then, which you'll see on the clips what it was. But I can't recall. I don't have the greatest memory, but and I just know the order of everything. And then after that, we have our theme lesson. So that could be like a educational video. It could be a story. It could be a craft. It could be a puzzle. It could be a worksheet. So based on our theme or numbered week, letter week, or all the letters, but you'll see on the clips what it was, um, and um, then we have our afternoon centers, which are the same as the morning ones. And then we have closing time. We do some activities. We do some puzzles. Maybe we do a game. And then we go over what the theme was, what the numbers were, what the letters were. And then we do our goodbye song. And then the parents pick them up. They go home. And then we get done with our day as the teachers. So Mr. Hunter is done for the day. And then he goes on a Hartman bus back to the high school. They get to the high school. We have study hall, which we don't see because there's nothing interesting going on. It's kind of boring. Um, but um, And then after that, we have lunch, and today is Taco Tuesday. Today's Game Day Tuesday. He chit chats with the Burhead members. They just chit chat about whatever, and then we say it's Game Day Tuesday. We do some mobile games on our phone or iPad or whatever. So, and we have our tacos, which are so delicious. And then um, after that, we have science with Mr. Miller and Mr. Midnight the student. We have a bell work lesson, and then we have our daily activity that we do, daily assignment, and then we have Algebra 2 Mr. Stevens. Today's a lesson only, no other assignment. That's what, but we do have an activity. It's kind of stressful, but he gets through it. And then Oswald, resource, him and Miss Oswald work on the Algebra 2 assignment. I mean, oh, there's nothing, I forgot, but he works on some other classwork and watches some TikTok or does some more Game Day Tuesday, which is always fun. And then U.S. history, Mr. Winwich, last period of day. Um, a little bit craziness, a little bit of wildness, like always, and then we have like a lesson, and then we work on some type of activity or assignment. And then the bell rings, he goes home, and that's it. And that is it for this episode of Sad Job Bot Marathon Madness. I hope everyone has a terrific Tuesday night. And may God bless and protect each and every one of you. And I'll see you Wednesday for another episode of Sad John Blunt Marathon Madness. But bye for now.